Available at Tire Clinic, Cuba, Chaguanas, and Plaisance Park. Tire Clinic, a tire for every need. Call 636-8973 or 636-2958. Time check. Courtesy Alive by Nature's Way. Distributed by H&J Enterprises Limited.
The Prime Minister says there is a range of benefits with the arrival of a United States warship into TNT's waters tomorrow. Opposition leader calls on Prime Minister to address the nation. Trinidadian students waiting out Hurricane Melissa in Jamaica slam poor government response.
Coming up in sport, miscellaneous police demolish San Juan Jabloteh for a perfect start to the new TTPFL season.
Good evening, I'm Ryan Baichu. This is the weekend news here on CNC3. So glad you can join us. As the United States warship sails into Trinidad and Tobago waters, expected to dock tomorrow at the Port of Spain, Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar is insisting there is a range of benefits that will come to this nation. The Prime Minister fielded a few questions as she was driven out of Parliament this evening following the Standing Finance Committee meeting. We asked her about the benefits that could be derived from the U.S. warship's visit to the city of Port of Spain this week.
Well, of course, the safety security is priority number one, to help keep the narco traffickers, the drug traffickers, human traffickers out. And they're also going to give us some assistance, technical assistance, IT assistance, and some humanitarian work in using their Marines, their Navy members, to help us with, schools or maybe some of our bases to upgrade. Our infrastructure has been so run down, so they have offered that as well. In addition to the safety, security, and the training, they're also going to give us some training here in Trinidad and Tobago.
When asked to comment on the 10 former CARICOM prime ministers who have signed on to a Zone of Peace accord, including that of former Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley, she said TNT's experience with crime has not been the same as theirs.
We have had over 600 murders last year, and almost every year counting. They have not had that experience. So I think they have a different reality. In Trinidad and Tobago, the reality is we are crime-ridden, we are drug-ridden, we are cartel-ridden, we are gang-ridden, and therefore our approach has to be different. They are entitled to their view on the whole issue of Zone of Peace, but in Trinidad and Tobago, there is clearly no Zone of Peace.
The Prime Minister also said her government cannot tackle crime in the way the previous administration did, as it did not work. Meanwhile, opposition leader Penelope Beckles says the Prime Minister owes the public a detailed response on the U.S. training in the Southern Caribbean and as much detail as could be provided about the movement of military vessels to here. Speaking after the conclusion of the Standing Finance Committee in Parliament, she reiterated the opposition's belief the CARICOM region must remain a zone of peace.
We believe that the government, the Honourable Prime Minister, she ought to come and do a press conference. She ought to have herself available to be pressed, to ask questions, because if you follow up, let's go back to her going to the United Nations, speaking with, Secretary of State Rubio, and all that is happening. I made the point that we are hearing more from the President of the United States, Donald Trump, and the Secretary than we are hearing from the Honourable Prime Minister. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs cannot keep just putting out press releases and not properly responding.
Well, another voice is calling for the Prime Minister to urgently address the nation is regional security analyst and former head of the National Operations Center, Dr. Gavin Hira. Hira says without clear communication, speculation can fill the void, creating panic. He's also urging the Ministers of National Security and Foreign Affairs, as well as the heads of the Defense Force, to outline the scope and intent of the U.S. vessel's presence.
It is about time now that we have an address to the nation. I would go further to say that we need to establish a national coordination task force that probably briefs the country once a week on all developments as they occur, so as to ensure that we are properly informed and accurately informed until this matter is laid to rest, and hopefully laid to rest peacefully. So I recommend and advise on the formation of a national coordination task force, the Prime Minister of Foreign Affairs, Defense, Homeland Security, and other key agencies that can brief the country once a week and more importantly, an address to the nation critically needed, urgently needed now.
The USS Gravely will dock in Port of Spain on Sunday for a 5-day visit. The Prime Minister says the ship's presence forms part of ongoing joint security exercises with the Trinidad and Tobago Defence Force. Well, you've heard from the Prime Minister and the concerns of her detractors, and so today we asked you, will TNT suffer any backlash for hosting a U.S. warship amid tensions between the United States and Venezuela? This is what you had to tell us.
The People Say, brought to you by Excel Health TT, the official supplement of the CPL.
I don't think so. Not in a military way.
Of course, we would face a lot of backlash.
So yes, you have to be cautious on how you deal with these things, diplomatically, cautious so that you don't offend people in the wrong way.
So that is what I believe. We go have some sort of backlash. I don't know to what extent, but we go have some sort of backlash.
Well, it really depends on how they're coming at us, because we as citizens just want peace, but we don't want no back and out with any other countries. So
yes, I think it could have a backlash. The reason for that is because tensions high right now, especially where the ships outside there, and with all these bombing up of these boats and stuff like that, it could have a backlash.
The People Say, brought to you by Excel Health TT, the official supplement of the CPL.
With the state of emergency set to end on October 28th, the Prime Minister says she will be meeting with the National Security Council to forge the way forward.
Any plans from your government on the future of the SOE?
Yes, I think it's by the 31st it expires. Over this weekend, we intend to meet National Security Council, some of us together with the Commissioner of Police, to get their views on what their suggestions or recommendations may be, and we will act on the recommendations of the security forces.
Well, the government will need a simple majority to extend the SOE. Stay with us here on the Weekend News. We'll be right back.
Whether you're an athlete, a business professional, or simply someone who values their health, Omega XL can empower you to keep doing what you love. Don't let joint discomfort hold you back.
Live long, stay strong with the XL brand.
Muscle Russell.
Southern Food Basket. Quality food to fill your basket. Get it all at Southern Food Basket. Fresh goods on every aisle with best prices. For the best market around, high quality meats pound for pound. Get the best for less, start shopping. Go to Southern Food Basket. Shopping how you like it. High quality at the best prices. Every aisle just wide and spacious. So spend less at Southern Food Basket. Good food at great prices for sure. Come get what you're looking for.
The moment my children came into my life, I do everything I can for them to live healthy, enjoyable lives. Nature's Ways Alive Kids Gummies are multivitamin gummies meant to support the development of children's bodies. They come in delicious fruit flavors and contain natural plant-based pectin. This means that if I'm looking for an alternative to animal-based gelatin for personal reasons, they are the best choice for my little ones. Choose Alive Kids Gummies by Nature's Way for your children, because they deserve it.
High blood pressure doesn't wait, and neither should you. Aja Nutrition's blood pressure support is crafted with a clinical strength blend to help you take control naturally. Gentle on the body, powerful for your heart. Blood pressure support by Aja Nutrition. Naturally strong.
Don't forget, we are Food Basket Superstore right here in Arima. Come see for yourself. From stationery to household items and so much more right here at Food Basket Superstore in Arima.
I really love the variety. There's something for everyone here.
Good day, Trinidad and Tobago. A safer nation begins with you standing up, speaking out, and doing your part. As your Commissioner of Police, I am prepared to do my part. Are you prepared to do your part? Get on board.
Are you on board?
I am Bishop Ezekiel Clark, President of the Couva Police Station Community Council, and I am proud to say that I am on board with the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service in their fight against crime in Trinidad and Tobago.
I am Panis Dean Gulston. And I am Panis Johan Chakri. And crime prevention is everybody's business.
Hi, I am Sajina Kadir, attorney at law and team lead for the attorneys for the TTPS Community Justice Clinic. We support the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service in the fight against crime.
Crime prevention is everybody's business. I am Shiraz Khan. I am a farmer. I support the TTPS in the fight against crime.
My name is Madhav Maraj, President of the Shagwana Chamber of Industry and Commerce. Crime fighting is everybody's business.
We are all on board.
The Standing Finance Committee of the House of Representatives passed the 2026 budget with 28 votes in favor and 12 against. This followed 5 days of intense discussion over alleged wastage and mismanagement by the former government. The opposition warned of overspending and under-allocation, demanding accountability. But as Radhika De Silva reports, no one at today's session made mention of tensions surrounding the arrival of U.S. warships, even though the Prime Minister said she made history by making herself available for scrutiny by the committee.
The Standing Finance Committee of the House of Representatives wrapped up its first session on Day 5, passing with 28 votes in favor and 12 against. Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar defended her government's fiscal plan, claiming to have focused on cutting waste and improving efficiency. Compared to last year, the total budget for the Office of the Prime Minister was cut by 66%, including a 42% reduction in recurrent expenditure. Despite this, she says she is already working to provide jobs for people through the national recruitment drive.
These contract positions, there were 205 total contract positions, and filled positions, and the vacant ones are 117. Wow. So fill 205. So in order to fill these positions, given our national recruitment drive, we have to put more money. You spend days asking the Minister of Finance, where's the money? Where's the money to fill these positions in the OPM?
But opposition member Stuart Young questioned an unusual jump in allocations for travel.
Official overseas travel has been increased by $9 million for the next fiscal. $9 million from a traditional $2 million or $1 million. Can you kindly advise the country what this additional $9 million under official overseas travel is for?
His question was met with rebuke from leader of government business.
But what the member would not tell you is that they left several outstanding bills and arrears for this Prime Minister to have to pick up. And yes, Honourable Prime Minister, I think the member before the meeting office also travelled to Jamaica, which we are also still paying out of.
Energy Minister Dr. Rudal Munilal defended an increase of rent for $150,000, debunking the assertion that taxpayers' dollars were used to open an office in San Fernando.
This increase is to pay arrears of rent that are owed.
Arrears for where?
Office. This has nothing to do with new rental for new offices. The offices were there already, and the former administration, the former minister, failed to pay the bills for rent.
The meeting ended almost 4 hours later with a vote, and the debate moves to the Senate on Monday. Radhika De Silva, CNC3 News.
Well, over 300 Trinidad and Tobago students studying at UWI's Jamaica campus are grappling with fear and uncertainty as severe weather conditions are expected to batter the island. With Hurricane Melissa projected to hit Jamaica imminently, students, many of whom have never experienced severe tropical storms before, face heightened risk and uncertainty. The government of Trinidad and Tobago says it is coordinating with Caribbean Airlines and the acting High Commissioner in Jamaica for repatriation and relief efforts. Otto Carrington has more.
Around 300 TNT students have remained at UWI campus in Jamaica as Hurricane Melissa is set to make landfall, leaving many panicking and disappointed. Speaking to CNC3 News from Mona campus, Vice President of the Trinidad and Tobago Student Association at Mona campus says students were advised to move to lower levels for safety. Paris says around 300 nationals remain on the campus, describing the atmosphere as tense and emotionally draining. Regina De La Rosa, a parent of one of the students who lives in Mayaro, describes her feeling as very nervous. She says the lack of timely government action has added to her anxiety.
Thursday, when I told her, when I spoke with my daughter and we had nothing from the government in place, right? I said, well, go to the grocery, make a shopping, whatever. She said when she went, it was already bare. There were bare shelves everywhere. That's just on campus, across the road there's a grocery. And to get to the capital, I knew it would have been crazy, a mad rush. I thought, don't bother to even go into the capital.
But Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar says the government has been coordinating relief and repatriation efforts for nationals stranded in Jamaica.
And our High Commission in Jamaica have been liaising with the students. For those who wanted to come home, we will bring them home. I think we brought about 100 or over 100 students back home to Trinidad. The others apparently took a different approach. Some have remained. And I don't know if it's true, but it is being said that they were looking at the Met updates and waiting, and now it's too late. As soon as it's over, we will try to bring them home if they wish to come. Whilst they're on the ground there, my High Commission in Jamaica, they are liaising with the students.
Hurricane Melissa is expected to make landfall in Jamaica next week, Tuesday. Otto Carrington, CNC3 News.
Color, energy and pure Tobago vibes filled the streets today as the 4th annual Tobago Carnival hit full celebration mode in Scarborough. Rain and a power outage was no match for the island's spirit of freedom, as Elizabeth Gonzalez tells us in this report.
Paint, mud, oil and powder set the tone from the pre-dawn hours as thousands of masqueraders took over the streets. From uptown to downtown Scarborough, Tobago Carnival delivered its signature style, raw, loud and full of vibes. Fog Angels dominated the road as one of the biggest bands, followed by iconic Mass, Bago Limers and Jade Monkey, carrying thousands through the parade route. And while the celebration was wild in color and energy, security was tight. A strong police presence surrounded the parade route. It even impressed the police commissioner.
Phenomenal. I want to offer commendations to the gold commander and the silver commander. I felt when I come to Tobago today, I felt the love, I felt secure. Coming here today, I realized that everybody in Trinidad came to Tobago, so I'm wondering if the island could stay afloat or if it's going to sink.
It was an incident-free morning, but the commissioner had a warning for anyone thinking of disrupting the celebration.
It's a good thing that you all took the warning of Mr. Subaru and Mr. Eli to keep Tobago safe, or else we have accommodation for you.
Early on, the lights went out along parts of the route. Still, masqueraders gathered in the dark. Not even rain could dampen Tobago Carnival. The music, the culture, and the freedom on the road made this year's celebration one to remember. Elizabeth Gonzalez, CNC3 News.
All right, thank you very much, Elizabeth. Appreciate your reporting on that story. Let's tell you what's still to come in sport. Defending SSFL champions Fatima College faces a stern contest against the Informed Presentation College in a top-of-the-table SSFL clash.
Presenting the most modern pharmaceutical facility in the country, Food Basket Hyperfarm Pharmacy Food Basket Complex, Arima. We stock the widest range of health and beauty products, baby supplies, stationery, fragrances, and cosmetics. Our organic, sugar, and gluten-free products cater to vegans and the health conscious. A wide assortment of dispensary medication and over-the-counter items at the most affordable prices. Make Hyperfarm Pharmacy your choice. Located on the compound of Food Basket Complex, Arima.
For those who try Omega XL and they say it didn't work, try it again.
Whatever I was using, this Omega is the best.
Remember, you deserve the best. Choose Omega XL, a supplement that I can assure you is committed to helping you live a long life and a strong life.
Live long, stay strong
with Omega XL.
Available nationwide. Visit your local pharmacy or health food store today.
Growing your food business begins here at Southern Food Basket Wholesale Distribution Center. The turnaround is fast, from container to cold storage to pickup trucks. And when we deliver, product integrity is maintained with our highly respected vehicle-powered chilling systems. So come on down to Southern Food Basket Wholesale Distribution Center, where a whole new experience awaits.
Visit Tire Clinic Marketing, New Truck and OTR Tire Service Center at number 30 and 32 Montrose Main Road, Chabonas. Call today at 665-8973 or 672-3419. Alignment services available. Tire Clinic Marketing, Truck and OTR Service Center. A tire for every need.
Food Basket. Food Basket, nation's #1 supermarket, bakery, restaurant, meat market, fresh producers, everything fantastic. For everyday low price, things real nice. Come in once, but to come back twice. Wholesale, retail, everything for you. Arima, Shagwana, Shafle, go view. Food Basket, the nation's #1 supermarket, bakery, restaurant, meat market, fresh producers, everything fantastic. Food Basket, Marketplace, Shagwanas, where shopping is a pleasure and the price is right.
Folks, take a look at all these medical conditions. What does it have in common? This, ITIS. But what does ITIS really mean?
The suffix itis denotes inflammation of a specified organ or tissue.
ITIS really means inflammation. How do we combat chronic inflammation? Through lifestyle changes. Then, and only then, make sure you're getting enough omega-3 fatty acids.
Always consult a qualified medical professional before starting any supplements.
Kicking off tonight's sport action with football, a doubleheader was carded for the opening of the new TTPFL season in Tobago last night. However, only one match was played. Last season's third-place finishers, Miscellaneous Police, got off to a flying start this season against San Juan Jabloteh. Rajiv Surat Singh has more.
It was the first match of a doubleheader. However, the second match between Terminix Lahokeza Rangers and FC Phoenix had to be postponed due to unexpected restriction on airspace operations around TNT. Police, who got the better of Jabloteh last season for one of two spots in the CONCACAF Caribbean Shield, got into stride early and dominated the proceedings. Striker Kwesi Allen scored the first after some terrible goalkeeping by Jabloteh's custodian, fumbling possession and allowing the striker to pounce. Allen doubled his tally a few minutes later, making it 2-0, while the rising goal-scoring talent from the sister isle, Mikel Jem Gordon, added a third goal for the lawmen. Police then began to really strut their stuff, turning on the scales late on, before former national midfielder Jovin Jones sealed the victory, calmly slotting home on his favoured left foot for a 4-0 finish in Bacalet. Police coach Todd Ryan, who took over from Wendell Joseph a few months ago, indicated to Guardian Media Sports that their aim is to win the league this season and earn automatic qualification for the CONCACAF Caribbean Cup tournament. Rajiv Surat Singh, CNC3 Sport.
Well, staying with football, it was a top-of-the-table clash in the Secondary Schools Football League today, as second-place Fatima College was at home against Presentation College, who sits fourth. With just 1 point separating the two teams, it promised to be a nail-biter.
The men from South wasted no time against the defending champions as Presentation took an early lead in the 4th minute. The dangerous Isaiah Jacobs on target after his shot took a wicked deflection. Fatima's play improved after going a goal down, their silky movement opening up the opponent's defense, allowing for some chances. And their persistence would pay off in the 32nd minute. Poor defensive passing by Perez, giving the ball away just outside the area. The interception by Thomas Deco, who took the one-time shot, providing a vital equalizer before half-time. The scores held firm, with the match culminating with end-to-end action. Fatima had the ball in the back of the net with virtually the last kick of the game, but the linesman flag was up for offside as the match ended 1-1 in a share of the points. Rajiv Surat Singh, CNC3 Sport.
Elsewhere, third place St. Benedict's College earned a huge 3 points against fifth place St. Anthony's College in a tense matchup. To cycling now, the UCI Track Cycling World Championships continued in Chile today, and TNT's Nicholas Paul was impressive in his day's outing. The veteran defeated Colombia's Favid Ortega in the round of 8 to easily book a spot in the quarters, where he sped to the finish line to beat Israel Mikhail Ikavlov in their quarterfinal face-off. Paul now looks to the semi-finals, which will pedal off later tonight. And to the pool now, where TNT's Dylan Carter managed yet another 6th place finish following his performance in last night's men's 50-meter backstroke. This time, the Trinidad and Tobago veteran was 6th in the 50-meter butterfly, touching the ball in a time of 22.54 seconds out of lane 7. Canada's Ilya Karan got the gold medal in a time of 21.80 seconds, while silver and bronze went to Noe Ponti and Josh Liendo, respectively. You're watching the 7 p.m. weekend news here on CNC3. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Food Basket. Food Basket, nation's #1 supermarket, bakery, restaurant, meat market, fresh produce and everything fantastic. For everyday low price, things real nice. Come in once, but to come back twice. Wholesale, retail, everything for you. A remush, I wanna shop for go view. Food Basket, the nation's #1 supermarket, bakery, restaurant, meat market, fresh produces, everything fantastic. Food Basket, Marketplace Gulfview, where shopping is a pleasure and the price is right.
Dress like you mean business. At The Working Woman, we bring you stylish, professional looks made for the modern woman. From casual to formal workwear, we've got your professional wardrobe covered.
Would you recommend this product to younger people?
Age doesn't really matter. So I think if I was 17, 18 and I get introduced to these products, I would maybe be Superman. So
more Superman?
More Superman.
Absolutely outstanding.
Growing your food business begins here at Southern Food Basket Wholesale Distribution Center. The turnaround is fast, from container to cold storage to pickup trucks. And when we deliver, product integrity is maintained with our highly respected vehicle-powered chilling systems. So come on down to Southern Food Basket Wholesale Distribution Center, where a whole new experience awaits.
As Jamaica braces for the impact of Hurricane Melissa, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness says his administration will launch a very comprehensive humanitarian and recovery strategy following the likely impact of Hurricane Melissa on the island. Several CARICOM governments have made arrangements to secure the safety of their citizens in Jamaica, including students at the University of the West Indies and the University of Technology. Most notably, Prime Minister of St. Vincent, Dr. Alce Gonzalez, sought to reassure students in particular that they will be safe riding out the storm on campus. This afternoon, Principal...
The campus is well prepared to withstand the ravages of any hurricane. And very importantly, not just during the hurricane, but the aftermath, which is very, very important.
This afternoon, Principal Director, the Met Service Jamaica, Evan Thompson, warned there is nowhere that will escape Melissa's wrath. Now look at tomorrow's weather forecast. The Met Office says it will be generally sunny. A few partly cloudy intervals and showers are likely over a few areas. There is a low chance of the odd isolated thunderstorm. However, conditions should settle by evening apart from the odd lingering shower. Street flooding and gusty winds are likely in the event of heavy downpours. Tomorrow's maximum forecast temperature in both Trinidad and Tobago is 32 degrees Celsius. Seas are moderate with waves near 1.5 meters in open waters, but below 1 meter in choppy near sheltered areas. We've come to the end of the 7 p.m. news here on the weekend. Thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Until then, have a good night.
You're watching CNC3.
The Rundown is a news and political satire TV show inspired by real news events. This show is a source of parody, satire, humor, and is for entertainment purposes only.
Well, daughter, you know, it's that time, you know, you're a big woman now and it's time for you to get married. So, don't look so sad. Let's see how the dowry looking, you know. Yeah, the dowry, let's see how, you know, because they have to come correct, you know. Good day. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Well, hey, daughter, and marriage agreement, you know, brand new S-Class Mercedes, showroom quality, fresh, everything nice, fully loaded.
A Benz?
Yes, Mercedes-Benz, brand new.
All right.
Well, sir,
I'm
prepared to offer you. I have a fleet of private jets. I have a multinational corporation under my name. I have a trust fund. So I think that, you know, you can fly anywhere in the world if you engage me to your daughter. Yes.
All right. So not too bad. Yes. All right. Yeah.
Please get back to me.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, you come.
Father.
What's this?
Open it.
This is a bottle of rum?
Of course.
Wow.
Do the best for you.
Hey, Mariam. And a matter of fact, where's sister? Come. You nearly fall. Come. You, both of you, take both of them. Go ahead.
Hey, a very good evening, my friends, and welcome to the Rundown here on CNC3. I am your host, Ansel Blaze Isaac Jr., and it's quite a pleasure once again to be here with you. We're taking a look at the state of play in Trinidad and Tobago. That being said, I think the state of play should be mind your business. You know, I was watching Parliament last week, as you know, we all did. And before I continue, let me congratulate Dr. Aina Ali. Do I have that correct? Dr. Aina Ali, who became the first hijab-wearing woman to preside over a sitting in Parliament. Well done, Doctor. Well done, Dr. Ali. While doing so, she exemplified exactly what I want to talk about today. Even when the clerk tried to distract her, she minded her own business.
Honorable members, I have an announcement to make. On Monday, 13th October 2025, I received a matter of privilege from the member for Couva South in accordance with Standing Order 32-2. The member for Couva South sought leave to raise the following matter. During the sitting of the House of Representatives on Friday, 10th October 2025, members of the opposition bench staged a parliamentary walkout, which was followed by a subsequent statement on their actions by the leader of the opposition and member for Arima. The member for Couva South submitted that under the letterhead of the leader of the opposition on 10th October 2025.
Hold on. Do we have to keep an eye on this gentleman? Because last week, he was with the eyes all over. So I think we need to take a check. Now, I want you to look at what's going on here. She started, he was like, what's going on here? I need her to stop. He put his hand and then he started knocking his hand, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, the ring, pop, pop, pop. Pop, 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 pop. He just looked, I want you to look at it carefully. Play that for me again, the jacket.
I have an announcement to make. On Monday, 13th October 2025, I received a matter of privilege from the member for Couva South in accordance with Standing Order 32-2. The member for Couva South sought leave to raise the following matter. During the sitting of the House of Representatives on Friday, 10th October 2025, members of the opposition